EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Report.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. You look at this Browns defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And running with power here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Ravens at 9-6 now. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
13.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. Oh, that is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Red, yellow.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 44. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And incomplete.
This only looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. They set up the screen to Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They go up the middle with Chubb and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Lance going to sneak it, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Lance now on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready?
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Lance. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Red, cycle. Hustle.
The tight end in motion right. Off of play action, here's Lance. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they had to give up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Down the right sideline. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 7-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Green jack. Yellow.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Lance going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Striker. 3-3.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lance again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Jackson now off the bootleg. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Andrews. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 44-yard line.
Come on.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Lance a fake of the jet sweep, and he wants to throw it off that play action. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Trouble, 38.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Drill, 52.
And Lance now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Lance looking to change it up. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And that's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Lance now on 1st down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Now Lance. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Lance eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Fighting through. And down inside the 15 he goes. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right, if it's college football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Ravens 24, Browns 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth, but a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Forced out to his left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory.
Touchdown, Browns! Ty Chandler, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Slide blue. Steel black.
Lance going to try to throw for this. That's caught. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Odafe Oweh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Come on. Hey.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all...